Hi, so this is a game on two handicap between 9Q and 11Q from IGS.net, and there were a few places where both white and black could ignore playing or defending inside. That's a pretty common mistake at the double digit Q level, to defend in advance or play moves when it's no need because of lack of experience and reading moves ahead. So let's get started. So far so good. Now usually here, black ends the Joseki playing p2, which is a very solid defense, giving I shape in the corner, and then white extends for a base on the right side. White can extend tight like this, or can extend a little bit further, but the thing is, when playing r9, black is happy to attack from the right side at r11, threatening the invasion at r7, so white needs another move to defend. Therefore, it's better for white to play the tight extension for a base, because now when black approaches r10, white doesn't need to defend again immediately. So in this case, black will just play away. Anyway, this is the proper Joseki, the common pattern on the right side. Playing a move like a3, this invites white block the corner, and now if black plays another move, white can even consider tenuki, especially that this is a handicap 2 game, so he can play away something like this. It's still possible to play r9 locally, because now white's shape on the right side is stronger, so he can extend further. And the thing is, when white plays s2 and black plays away, later on white has a tesuji at p2 to capture one stone or all of them. I mean, if black connects, white can go up and just kill 3 stones like this. This is a follow-up after Joseki, and if black wants to give up only 1 stone, this will happen. But in this case, black will finish Gote, so it's more interesting for black to sacrifice 3 stones in order to keep Sente. Anyway, it's good to remember that the tight move at p2 is the common defense, especially that black is very thick in that area and doesn't need another move right away. k3 is a big point, but it can wait. Right now, it's more interesting to develop the most open sides, and attacking the corner to prevent an enclosure is the highest priority in Fuseki, so this is a very good follow-up for black. So in the actual game, white extended on the right side for a base anyway, and now black is Sente. Playing r13 is not the biggest point, because if you look all over the board, the left side it's quite open, and the top side. And attacking the top side, e17 or e16, is the right direction of play for black, because that's how black prevents the Shimari. So if this happens, black can develop the top side like that. Now also, a general rule in Fuseki is to check the distance between stones. So on the right side there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 intersections between the black and the white stone, and in the top there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's more interesting to develop the top side. Also on the left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the top side is more open. Besides, you don't want to attack from the left, because this will help white make a Shimari, and you want to prevent the Shimari, not force your opponent to take it. So in this case, the most interesting approach is e17 or e16. It's good to remember that kind of rule, so every time you look all over the board in the early stages, you know which side it's more interesting to fight for. Now playing r13, of course, will prevent white developing further on the right side, but white can just go for the top like this. And playing a move like r11 on the right side has more impact on white stones, So let's say white plays away, then black invades here, r7, then white covers, and black simply connects under. So this is a follow-up from r11. Having just r13 doesn't really facilitate the invasion at r7 because it's a bit far. So you always have to think about follow-up when you play a move. Now this inside approach feels a little bit desperate. White can think about the outside approach like c6, and when black defends the corner, just jump in San and then fix a base like that. It's safer play. Well, it feels like black is going to build all the bottom side, but there are still ways to reduce. Even if an invasion is going to be hard to execute later on. But let's say something like this happens, white can come up with a cap move to reduce the bottom area. So in the actual game, white is trying something a bit more desperate, like this inside approach. The kick is very good because if white goes up and black defends, white is forced to extend only one space jump, and that's an uncomfortable shape to make a base, and black can still put a lot of pressure on the group. So this will end up in a cramp formation for white, and he's under attack now. So black can just set up a box on the bottom while attacking the weak group. Interesting attach, but also it feels kind of desperate. Hane on top is very good. Go down, block, nice. Black can just connect solid, and even if white turns once, black will block, and then white still needs to go out to fix his group. And there's a nice Tsuji for black to take away the base like this and then connect. Or if white answers this way, which is an empty triangle, black will link, and then again white has to connect. So white is on the run no matter what. So black can also consider k for solid defense. In this position, black can ignore or play the double hane to put more pressure. Ignoring is nice because black can just take away the base like this, and even if white plays one Atari, he still needs to deal with two cutting points. So when going here, black can cut above. When connecting up, black can cut down. And well, white is forced to sacrifice two stones. Or black can play this Atari, threatening the cut. White needs to connect, that gives him an empty triangle, and then black Keima to attack the whole thing. So now white is simply running out on neutral points, and then black should simply play away. Anyway, getting ahead with Nobi, it's a fine move too. White is still under attack. Playing the double hane, white will just Nobi, and then black needs to connect, and again white has to go out. But there's a problem when black plays the hane and Atari, this cut works, and then white is forced to live in the corner, but the two stones will suffer on the outside. So white has to pay attention how to defend here. Therefore, on the hane, he needs a different move, like this one. And then black can push again, Atari connect, Atari defend, go down, hanging connection. So probably white will discard the J3, J2 stones and just expand the left side. Anyway, this double hane may feel a little bit more complicated, so simply Nobi, it's fine to keep things simple. White should still Nobi here. Black has to protect the corner, low or high, and then push again, and then just go out. And of course black can extend one more time, but it's also good to attack the top left corner now. So this result feels good for black, putting pressure on the heavy stones. Nice defense. And white is quite aggressive to attack again. Now in this case, it's proper to defend the corner either at c6 or b5. This is the kind of defense you play against the sun invasion. So when white invades, black can go down, and now there is no way for white to live in the corner. Also, when playing c6, if white invades sun, black goes down, keima, block, go up, connect, and then when white tries to make eyes in the corner, it's not enough space. This will result in one eye, and when captured, just extend, so there is no way to connect to the outside. If black blocks here, which is a common mistake, white can start a co-fight. So this way, white has a way to escape. But playing the no-b will prevent the ko, and there is no eye here. This is just a false eye, so white is dead as it stands. Also, another way for black to defend is to go out with Kosumi. If white tries to live in the corner, that's no problem, because this way black can come back to attack the bottom group. So even if black loses the points around c5, c6, he can compensate by trying to kill the g or f3 group. So pincer. This pincer shows some fighting spirit. White could jump out or play the peep at c5 and then connect back, and after that turn. And again, he needs to find ways to live with the bottom group. That's not so easy. He needs moves like this. So the bottom can leave, and then the left side should reinforce too. So simply going out, it's safer. Black again has to worry about the corner, so a move like b6, b5 would be good. Attach works too, but then there is still some margin in the corner. And then jump out, trying to separate the groups. But black has to pay attention not to leave c11 too weak. Anyway, white counter pincered, and instead of jump, it's more interesting to play the attach, trying to connect this line, because black can get stronger like this. Let's say white is trying to leave under, so moves like this can happen, and white makes a life on the left side. But then again, black is strong on the outside, and the bottom group has to leave somehow. This is a way to make life locally. Seems like enough space for white to build twice. Jumping out allows white jump out too, so would be better to keep more pressure there. And then play away. It's still interesting to play a Kosumitsuke and then go out between the groups. Tuck, tuck. Something happens here. This can be dangerous. But black can live in the corner. And then again, white has some problems here. So probably, once again, defend the corner like that. White needs another move, and then fix the stones on the left side. So attack the corner. White surrounds everything here. Well, black still needs a move to protect. This would be proper. It's too dangerous now. On the left side, black can think about the shoulder hit, and then even the attach in the corner, hane, connect solid, and then play away. All those forcing moves on the left keep white low in the corner and makes black stronger before extending. Anyway, k16 is a very good extension in the top, because it will set up a nice moyo there. Nothing to complain. Now for white to invade the top side, When black has this formation with Hoshi, Ogema and the middle side extension, the proper way to enter is the attach under. So usually there are two ways to react here. Black can block the corner, white goes back, black connects, white extends for a base, and then black can attack like this to force white go out, but white already fixed a base. Now if black is interested in the outside more than the corner, we'll hane like this, then connect solid, block the outside and just allow white live in the corner, but later on there is still ag to start a fight at s18. That will lead usually to a one-step ko, but for now white doesn't have to worry. Playing this move, it's a bit strange because black can simply protect the corner with p17 and white it's on the run. So like this, white becomes heavy and has to escape running on neutral points. It's no need to play the attach. Usually keep some distance, it's safer. And especially when you attack a single stone, you don't want to attach and help him fix. Playing here, white can hane under, black pulls back, and then white can make some I shape. So if we check the result of this shape from changing the order of moves, when black simply plays p17 and white goes o18, black will never play o17 because that will just be a neutral point. It's normal to block the corner like this or to block from the other side, and if white pushes in the corner then block this way. If jump, just push and cover, so white is still on the run without ice. So you gotta pay attention when you attack not to help your opponent too much. Also, white can hane above, black has to pull back, and then he makes this hanging connection, and now the shape is quite resilient, so white can easily escape. Oh, I tried a contact move too. White should really consider hane up or hane down in this case, or simply nobi. And then when black pushes again, nobi again. When Kosumi, simply jump out. This will be an easy way to run out from danger. Block is good. Normally, white should pull back because there's a cutting point black has to worry about, and then hane, and then make some I shape. So that's a very easy way to fix the group in a few moves. Going down is still dangerous. So once again, black can connect solid. In this case also nobi it's an option, because now white's group is still in trouble. He needs this kind of move, then hane and hanging connection to make two ice. This will be quite painful. And then the game goes on. So cover, and we have the similar position like the bottom fight, more or less. Good to get ahead. Now again, white should play hane to expand his I shape and then hit the vital point. That's a very clear formation to stay alive. In this case, black can go down, and then when white blocks, this is a bit painful for white, so we can say black gained from o17, which was an overplay that got unpunished. Turning here is big, because it will give some points in the center, and white needs to protect. Jumping like this is also big to create a box, but black can push even harder with Keima, because Keima is threatening r7 invasion. So if white ignores this, black can invade next. So normally white defends, but when playing the jump, white can leave the position like this and play away. For example, attach and damage the corner. This would be nice for white. Just leave in the corner. So, back to the original game. White protected. This move, it's preparing the b14 invasion, but actually b14 works like this. Go out, then cut, then Atari, then play all these forcey moves, and then protect the middle. but black can also ignore. There are probably bigger moves out there, like going up here and attack the top. So this move can be a little bit passive because white can peep once, which he just did, and then play away. Playing this peep is also very good to come back and attack the corner. Now an interesting move white can think about is either Kosumi like this or Kosumi this way. And then black has to pay attention how to live in the corner. Not going to be easy. But there's a cut here. Okay. So the thing is, white has this kind of clamp. It's a very annoying move to take away the eyes from the corner. So this way, black has only one eye. Can be very dangerous. So white pulls back. Well, in this case, black can just cover and it's already alive. Pushing here is good too. Push again and then play on the second line. That's a fine idea. So if white comes here and connects under, black catch the two stones and then just secure the corner like that. It's impossible for white to come out because black will connect and now either take all the stones or kill 3 stones. Now in this case, instead of playing the Hane, black can play Hane on the first line. So now when white plays this move, black connects, white needs to protect, black can play Atari on 3 stones, white connects, and black is already alive. So it's possible to play away. This group is not going to die. Also, black can just play the block. And if Hane, block, Atari, connect, and then just go down. Going down is threatening to throw in. So if white tries to move to kill, throw in, Atari, and take. Playing here, allows white capture the stone in Sente. Well, in the end, it was Gote, huh? It's still Sente. Oh, that's big. It's probably better to leave like this. Yeah, this way, black makes more points. And when white forces this eye, it's actually Gote. Now there is no way to kill the group. Big block as an endgame move. And it's big to connect to. Yeah, in the top, white should really think about other moves like this, or clamp, or enter the corner and try to leave. Because he builds more points taking the corner and forcing black defend on the outside. Normally on this push it's good to get ahead with Nobi. Because if playing other moves, white wants to Hane, then double Hane, and it just forces black get a smaller center. Now playing the jump allows this wedge, and the wedge creates 2 cutting points, so black needs another move to defend. White didn't wedge. White should still do something in the top right corner. Instead of Hane, it's good to go down, because from that move, black can jump here, threatening to cut. So white is losing eye shape like this, and then attack the whole thing. So when going down, white answers, but black doesn't need to come back and protect, and can extend again. Playing the Hane, white blocks, and black needs to protect. So it's like going down, white plays M18, and then immediately black goes N18. But N18 is no need, it's just a neutral point. It's more interesting to add another move in the corner and prevent the sun invasion. Blocking here is quite big. But yeah, no need to play another move immediately. Well, this is solid for the corner, but connecting in the top still keeps some pressure on white's group. Playing like this, white can just capture 1 stone, and now he's safe. Okay. It's safer to block this way. Even if white captures one stone, it's not such a big deal. Because playing here, white can Atari, then push through, and no matter how black plays Atari, white will connect. Oh, oops, that's a misclick. But then black has to protect too. And now white will catch the two stones in the middle in a net. So white should push to create the RG in the center. If this happens, black can connect like this, or hanging connection, the trumpet shape. But still, white can benefit in the center even more. So connect, black connects, then white captures one stone. It's more interesting to defend this way because it will impact the stones on the left side. So if white doesn't protect here and plays other moves, black can capture one more stone. Everything is centered in this area. So as I said earlier, it's always good to think about follow-up, especially when you play gote moves to defend. You gotta play the gote that's more active. It creates some center follow-up or just damage more, because this way there is no impact on the left stones. White doesn't need to play another move. The stone is captured as it stands. White should just play away. When Atari here, take. But till then, no need. Black can push one time, and then he makes sure white doesn't enter too much in the top, because it will lose liberties. This jump will create some points in the middle, but playing this one to force the eye and then jump between the groups, it's more interesting, because it might result into some troubles for white. Anyway, this kind of jump is nice because it will increase some points for black in the middle. So white desperately wants to reduce. Jump again. You could play the Kosumitsuke to affect the stones on the right. Then if white defends, jump with Keima to be a little bit ahead of white. So this is a bit dangerous. White should just Keima like this to stay connected to the right side. And if black blocks, white can cover and reduce this way, then play on the right side and eventually capture the top stone. How to defend? Solid. This will leave more center endgame in the corner. Anyway, jump shows fighting spirit. Okay, the peep, that's fine. Then should separate from here, because now white needs to come out to connect to the right, but first things first, black can connect, threatening the top group. Then white also needs life here, so black will separate. This is more effective. Black can gain more attacking this way, and for example play an attach move trying to impact the stones on the right, then pull back, then cut, Atari, go down, and then connect in the middle. So now white still needs to play moves to stay connected. And the center, it's naturally built by black here. It's still interesting to attack the other group. Seems dangerous. Okay, white will manage to connect here. But it feels that black is doing fine on territory. Nice bottom side, safe in the corner, pretty solid top side, and the top right, it's a lot of territory. So black has the first chance to win this game if nothing spectacular happens from here. This is a good point. It's also possible for black to play Ogema, and when white blocks, he will go up. When white covers, pull back, and then white needs to block again. So this way, black reduces some points in center. White is still afraid of staying connected here. Okay, finally the turn. This jump doesn't really reduce much. It's bigger to connect the top stone. But if white answers, it's fine. The Kosumi here is very good. It's a double center move. And the other Kosumi would be good too. White needs to block again. Then Kosumi on the right side. And then just connect here. Now black is solid all over. Taking this jump feels neutral, and white can catch one stone to fix the group and then damage the top more. This is a fine reducing. The no beat's not sente. More interesting for white to play here. But once again, capturing the stone is the biggest move for white. Playing like that, yeah, black can just ignore. That's good. The turn didn't do much. That's a fine move. Normally just here and then extend. But there is some margin in the corner. So black should actually just connect like this. Now nothing happens in the corner. It's all good. Large corner for black. So counter, then capture. Should just take the stone right away. And take. White doesn't need this move, because anyway it's self-atari if black plays there. So white can push and then cut. And black has to sacrifice some stones. Black will never play here, because it will be self-atari. So this is a waste. And now black has time to protect the corner. That would be big. Oh, this cut is very nice. White had to go back and give up only one stone. Now here black gains lots of points. No way out for those stones in the middle. Probably catching this group gives black the advantage to win by a pretty solid and comfortable margin. Because in the end black won by 16.5. Oh, this move is just a 1 point block. Or maybe 2 in fact. It's much bigger for white to play here. And let's don't forget about the push and cut. But that happens later anyway. So block. This defense is no need. So black can play Kosumi. If white cuts here, black can Atari. If Atari, just go out and it's either a net or a ladder. And if white cuts this way, Atari, go out and then jump and Nobe again. And black is safe. White will just die inside, so there's nothing to fear here. It feels like a nice shape point, but it's no need. So it's -1 point. Now here as an endgame move, it's good to throw in and after that block. Because if white connects, white takes black takes everything. So white needs to block here, then Atari and connect. So in the end, white didn't profit. For white, the proper endgame is to go down. Or just leave it like this and accept that black will hane and defend like that. But in order to punish, throw in Tesuji is the magic. So remember this little detail. Now white connected and he builds all these points. T1, T2 and S3. But if throw in, he's losing those points. Now Kosumi here would be good and then hane and connect in sente. It's proper to go down, because when Atari comes, connect, and then black has clear eye shape. Playing this one is very risky, because white can start a ko. And now if white wins the ko, he will kill the group. But okay, this ko seems a little bit dangerous in this particular case. So let's say white pushes here, and then black takes again, and then black can take again. And after that, white will die. So this can backfire. But if black connects, white plays here, then it's simply dead. So luckily black went back to fix. But playing directly the Nobi, when Atari and this, black doesn't need another move at c1, so black will build more points and there is no ko at all from the beginning. White didn't find a good ko threat, so, or threatening nothing with this O10. Well, this cut finally happens. Black has to sacrifice and keep Sente, and instead of playing the bump, it's better to play Kosumi. Nothing happens in the middle. If white plays this move, black simply connects, so again, white has to answer all these moves. Playing the bump, white can wedge, but again, black has to connect, so white connects, and then play everything Sente here. Playing this Atari, white will connect with Atari. So this will be Sente for white. But playing where white wants to play, this leaves the opportunity to cut at Q9. So if white goes down, black can catch a stone. And if white connects, black doesn't need to play Q11. That's only a couple of points, so it's more interesting to play away. It's important not to allow your opponent get these Sente moves, if possible. This is no need, nothing happens there. So let's say we play Kosumi, white plays this one, black can ignore again. If white plays this one, black can ignore again. Because when Atari connect, so the group still remains dead inside. So playing this is really unnecessary. Also, when white captures 2 stones, black can always take 1 back. And even if he doesn't, let's say we jump again, on Atari, connect. On Atari, take. Atari, connect. Throw in, take. Atari, connect. Nothing happens. Black is still winning the semi there. This is proper. Actually, hanging connection would be even better to make sure nothing happens here. But black is fine either way. Yeah. So nothing to worry about. This is very proper. White has to protect. If white plays away, black has this Atari and go down. And this is a disaster. Everything dies. So very good to defend. Now in order to protect, it's better to double up like this, because next black has a monkey jump. So when white pushes here, black also builds some points. And if white plays away, let's say he plays this Gote, then immediately monkey jump and just destroy more points in Sente. So here black will build 3 points. Playing this move, white can Kosumi. When black blocks, in the end it will be just 1 point. Yeah, this is fine. Hane in Sente. White should connect solid like this, because playing this move, which feels artistic, leaves 1 Kotret and another Kotret. So it's unnecessary. Okay. Now here should capture the stone right away. And as a defense, it's better to block, because if white pushes to destroy 1 more point, black will Atari and Atari again, and also destroy some points and keep Sente too. So block will allow 3 points for black for white here in the center. That's just 1 point, so it's much bigger to play this one and then go down and play all the sequence in Sente on the right side. And now capture the stone, and then it's pretty much it. Maybe play here to prevent white Sente. The defense is better at G18, so when white plays E17, black doesn't need another move in the top. But playing like this, black needs to defend 1 more time, so it's 2 moves instead of 1. Oh, it's better to connect, because white doesn't want to push here to get Atari then connect. This will destroy 1 point, but in Gote for white, so it's still black's privilege to play this Atari later on. First connect, then when white plays a Gote move, black has time for the Atari. And here it's okay to defend 1 time. White still destroys many points in the corner. So taking the 3 stones, it's 6 points in Gote, but going down here, black keeps all those points. And when white connects, black can play this sequence in Sente, which is worth like 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 points about. so it's better than taking the 3 stones, because black lost all those points in the top right corner. White doesn't even need to protect, should just hunt and connect. If black plays one Atari or throw in, this will happen. It's not such a big deal. Black also doesn't need to protect unless white plays t16. So let's say black goes here in center and then somewhere else like this. If white pushes, black can block, nothing happens, because when Atari, black takes 2 stones. Then when white takes 1 stone back, black has time to protect. So there's nothing there. Also, let's say this happens, then this, and push. Black can simply protect here, and after that play the Atari. So now when Atari, white needs to protect, take 2 stone, takes 1 back, and then Hane here connect, and block, takes 2 stones, take 1 back. This is the proper endgame. So you don't need to defend in advance. Also, playing Atari here is just taking 1 point and then trying to fight a ko for another point. There are still bigger moves out there. So first of all, going down here, it's all sente, then this, then take a stone here, then cut once, then Atari. This is just to create ko threads, then push in the middle. If white pushes block, if white takes 2 stones, take 1 back. Then when white blocks to white plays here first in center and this, then blocks in gote. Now we have the wedge and connect, because in the end white needs another move. And white pushes, block, connect, and that's it. That's how it ends, and this. So let's see the score estimator. Black wins by 22 points. So it's 6 points difference by just playing S10 in center and everything. So even in the small Yose stage, black could make some extra points. Yeah, this S10, S9 makes the difference, because white got all these points, S8, T8, where black could destroy them in center, and black built a few points less at S11, T11. So the difference between S10, S9, it's about 6 points. So nothing interesting happens anymore. This move again, it's no need, and black could always play Q4 in center and then connect, because when white cuts, black just Atari and push along and nothing happens. White doesn't have enough liberties to fight or win any race here. Here black can ignore again and it's all good. The group won't escape. So that's why I mentioned at the beginning of the review that there are many unnecessary moves played in this game. For example, here, if black plays away, when white cuts, black takes, and when push, connect. So again, there was no need to connect in the middle. This is fine, but it's better to connect this way. Now black can still capture. So it's done. Well, congrats on the solid win, but before playing pass here, I mean after this move, black should fight for the last ko. There are some ko threads, so let's say white plays Atari here, black connects, white takes, then black has all these ko threads here, going down, and Atari, and another one. So lots of threads. I think black will win this ko. But even without it, was a big win. So well done on this one.